Okay. Okay. Yes, this is a weird intro to start a video, but we're going to do it like this anyway. So, I've been wanting to do a room tour. And the room in particular that I'm talking about is the room that I'm sitting in. This is my office slash um, planning room slash craft room, and that's craft paper crafts to witchcraft room. This is my room. So I am going to give you a bit of a tour. So I don't use a closet. Let's start with the closet. I don't use my closet like to hold clothes or things like that. It's just an extension. I have drawers. The printer is in there. That's why I don't shut it all the way, because I figure ventilation and things like that. But why start here? I want to take you on a tour of a Cottage Witch's Witchcraft room. So let's get to it. Okay, so I'm going to start talking to you while I'm actually tidying. So I was working on setting up my planners for the week, and I was using my Wednesday Addams stickers. So I'm trying to just put these all back. But this is where I do quite a few things, videos. If you follow me on my other channel, Leak Taken, I have videos where I do a grimoire update at least once a week. So if you are looking to maybe update your grimoires and you're like, hey, I never can remember to update my grimoires, follow me. I do it every week, the beginning of the week. So I'm going to put these back, and I'm just going to tidy up a little bit so I can show you my space. Because you should know, real life. Now, I could have made this really polished for you guys, and maybe one day I will, but for now, I really want to show you the real life version of having a witchy room. I remember I wanted to have a space of my own so very bad when I got into witchcraft, and I wanted this like really antique style house, or well, I still do, or really nice house, with an aged room where it looks like, I don't know, I'm in a watchtower or something. Anyway, I envisioned this room with a lot of earthy colors and all that sort of stuff. And that would be the best way for me to be a practicing witch. And I have found that is not true for me. For instance, why do I have a bobby pin? I'm just going to put that in my pocket and hope I don't forget it. Why do I have a bobby pin on my desk? I don't know. But that's neither here nor there. So now that I have my desk sufficiently nicer, let me get rid of that. I have my coffee cup covered over here with a plate on it because I know I was going to need it. Let's get to the full tour. Okay, so this is my obvious desk area. I'm quite proud of it. I love my desk mat. So I sort of have all the main things that I need here. My computer, lighting, my gigantic water jug, and my planners. And I even have that little card holder right here. You see that? That's a tarot card holder, and I have my trusty deck of cards. That changes, but those are my main ones that I typically use. But yeah, I have that ready to go. So when I pull up my cards for the day, they will show there. And just some cute little fun desk items like a cell phone holder, warmer to keep my coffee warm, and I'm keeping the lid on because when you have plants, you have gnats, and I'll just leave that there. I also work with some other things. If you notice here on the wall, I have a hanging shelf. Now that's just something I got at Five Below. It's really cheap, but I have my headphones on it and just a cute K-pop photo on there as well. And here is the wall On that side, that's a calendar with moon phases, which is perfect for what I do. Just a framed chalkboard, which I will eventually begin to write on because I want to flesh out some ideas. And this is where all my sticker books and a good amount of my craft supplies, yoga mat included, craft supplies and things like that. Sewing machine. If you notice, I have some other Cricut products yeah. And unused canvas, but we'll get to that. But yeah, this is my desk area. Now, this other side is a new addition. It's not as aesthetic, it's all black, but you know, we work with it. I eventually want to get a different keyboard and mouse that's more aesthetically cute, but we just have a pink mat in the meantime. But this is actually another computer. This is my laptop, and I want to do some additional work over here. I find sometimes you need Microsoft, and I'm kind of at that stage right now, but that's another conversation, not so witchy. And just a cute thrifted lamp, shade included. This over here is my altar that I use for the Fae, and in that little tin I put sparkly objects there so they don't take the ones around the house that I care about. And because I want to be a gamer girl at heart and I also love all things cute, pink and white, I got this cute chair with the bunny ears. So I love that for me. Yeah, so this is a fun chair. So let's go over to the other side of the room that is definitely witchy. This is a new subscription box I just got in the mail. I was just kind of going through it. That's an altar on the floor there, and just some shelving where I hold supplies and things like that. And just some other things, boxes here. That box, that's holding washi tape and additional markers. Yes, I have that much washi tape that goes in those boxes. And that's just decorative, pure decorative. I haven't found a proper place for that vase, but I love it. And I do like to have some plant life. This one, we're in the process of bringing her back. She got a little lost there for a second. But this gorgeous one, oh my gosh, she's doing great over here. Pinky is doing wonderful. On my windowsill, I have all sorts of things I burn, incense holders, and of course, why not a crystal grid? Definitely, again, I have another one of those card holders. Sometimes I like to have it in front of me, apparently. And that's sort of a temporary position because I sit down on the floor here, but this is also an altar space as well to Persephone. Okay, and I use those plates and things like that. If you have old scratched plates that you're not going to use anymore, I use those when I either cast a circle and I put offerings on top of them, or if I'm dressing a candle. They can be messy, I don't care. So that's what that is. And that's probably some leftover herb on there right now. And I mean, I have to have a broom, cinnamon broom, right? It's that time of year, and I'm a witch. So this is somewhat organized shelf, apothecary shelves. I have a little bit of everything on here, from crystals to oils, a little bit of herbs. I have an entire apothecary cabinet in my kitchen. Ointments, things of that nature are on here. I purchased these shelves from Hobby Lobby some time back. I don't shop there anymore, but I did purchase these shelves at the time. It's actually 2 shelves, and I just lined them up so I can have 4 shelves together. And don't love the store, but I love the shelves that I got at the time. Okay, working altar. So I had this idea recently that I wanted to have a working altar, but not at a table, on a shelf, on the top of the shelf. So I have basically my varied interests are all on these shelves, is the best way to say it. So I have my tarot decks, oracle decks are all here, and this is actually all of them, and room to grow, so I appreciate that for me. I have here some, just maybe temporary on this shelf, but crystals and things like that. Rose Jericho in the background. an offering jar that I actually like to keep some offerings in, but right now my pearl beads are in an enchanted headband with crystals on it, and just some odds and ends here for storage purposes. And within those boxes are additional storage things as well. And even the Candyland game, yes, that Candyland game is actually spelled. I actually altered it. And the statue you see there on the bottom of the head, that is something I picked up in a shop in Tucson, kind of like a thrift store, and it called to me and I cleansed them. Yes. I even did some psychic work on it to test myself, and I literally only saw trees. So we're going to ignore that that bottom shelf is not white at the bottom. I put these together myself, and we'll just leave that there. I'm not a builder. My homemade wand. This is the coolest thing. Wait, I gotta light it up. Okay, check her out. Isn't that cool? Got that from Bath and Body Works last year, but I thought it looked good, and that's just my pendulum on top. Everything has a use here, including this cauldron from Michael's, and I keep some pins in there. Another wand. This is the first ever wand that I got, so why not display it? And then I got an anathema, by the way, so why not display that? All right, so over here, because I am another thing, let me get this up. Yes, this is an interactive tour. So it's by remote. Check that. I love this thing so much. Right? Isn't that cool? So we'll keep our purple. So I have, if you are into anything that has to do with K-pop, you're probably my person as well, but that's what I have here, just some of my albums, my records, and why wouldn't I have a disco ball? These are some witchy books, more recent purchases, and there's room to expand, which I do need. And down here are a bunch of notebooks and planners and such, but mostly notebooks. And I sit on the floor, so I need, pillows. So let's get to the top here. We're going to ignore that. That's high tech over there. So we put a cute little flower arrangement in front of it, but that's okay. Let's get some lights going. Let's get the lights going. There we go. That's too much. That's too much. Yeah, we'll do a little glitter. All right, so this was something I purchased at Michael's just very recently. This whole setup is recent. I just did this like this past week. So I haven't put anything in this yet, but I just got it. It was 50% off. It's part of their Halloween collection, but I knew she'd be mine. I knew I'd get this, and I love it. It's a good size cabinet, by the way. So I will be storing some wonderful things in there. First, and well, actually only crystal ball I've received. This was a gift. Also from Michael's. This is actually a candle, and I love this. I love the way it looks, and I'll be using that. This is something I actually, I think I showed it on this channel, but yeah, we wanted to bring in some dark feminine energy, and I thought she was the perfect vessel for these fall flowers. So I love her. That painting in the background is something I did. I'm very proud of myself. I've never really gotten to painting, and it was part of my healing journey. And I just started painting all of a sudden. And listen, I didn't even know I could do a little bit of anything. I've always thought of myself as someone who didn't have a lot of talent, which you should not say that about yourself. It was part of a healing journey. I've since healed. But that is literally how I used to think about myself. And yeah, I feel really good about my art, and because I did it. And that is something I purchased. Create your own magic, but I like that. The colors, and I think it's fitting. Okay, so more on the working altar space here. I mean, come on. The cauldron had to happen. I remember the days I wanted a cauldron so very bad, and I had a really, really small one, and I still own it, but I love this so much more. And this is a candle that I worked with my coven to prepare. We'll burn this on actual Samhain, but yeah, this is one of my personal creations that I made. It's all dressed and ready to go. just like that oil back there. This is a Samhain manifesting oil that I created. I made the label and put a little charm on here as well, a little key if you can see. I love it. I love it. I love that for me. And then my Samhain altar. So I have these orange and black candles, and if you can see, this is it's like a headstone or something. But yeah, this, by the way, I like to buy these cheap little Dollar Tree plates. If I get candle wax on, it's fine. I don't care. And this is just like some sort of tray stand. I think I got this from Hobby Lobby like several years back. I used to shop at Hobby Lobby. Not anymore. Okay. And another Michael's Find. I thought this was fitting as well. And that's just something I painted because I work with the elements a lot. Another Michael's Find. I thought this was too cute. These are candles, by the way, if you haven't picked that up yet. Both of these are candles. Look at the detail on that candle. That is so cool. So this is something that I work with in my coven. And this is a candle I did for myself. You get a lot more skin in this picture. But yeah, this is a candle that I worked for myself as part of a retreat that I did with my coven. And this is just representative of goddess energy. Some would say Aphrodite. I actually say goddess Hathor. And my kitchen witch candle with a special crystal on top that I enchanted with. And this is my Hecate altar, as well as my sort of working altar as well. So offerings to her that you see here. I was gifted that statue. I love that. And that's a full moon candle and full moon oil there, that pretty little vessel. And I have a Kamala candle because I put my work behind her. So I haven't talked about that, but that's how I feel. And that's just a layer of additional protection because I think that she is deserving of that. It's hard being a woman out here. All right, so let's go up here. So I have another, now I got this from Michael's I don't even remember what year. I want to say probably 3 years ago. So you just unlatch it here. And it's the same thing. It's one of those, this one hangs on the wall. The other one doesn't have something to hang on the wall, but this one does. So I can put items in here, which I did have items in here. I've recently just rearranged this entire room. When I say recent, I mean literally days ago. That is a cool sign. I got that from Dollar Tree, I think last year. And that black stuff up there, if you're like, what is that? There's lights in there. I don't think I just realized now I haven't put batteries in there. This cabinet, which was a find, and so was this shelf that the cat candle is on. I purchased those at the same time from a thrift store. They were two completely different items. I used gray chalk paint, and yeah, I painted it. Had never done anything like that before, and I love it. I love it so much. So these are spell bags, jars, things of that nature in here. Let me see if I can open this without a ruckus with one hand. Oh no, can I? Hold on. There we go. All right, so I have, jars and workings and things like that in here, as you can see, a little peek. All right, up here, just some more Fae energy being invoked as well. Because I work with those energies in my home. So this is the sort of the main portion of the room, but I'm gonna give you a different angle here in a sec. Okay, tour complete. So this is sort of what it's like when I sit down, except I'm facing the other way. When I sit down here and I want to do a little magic, a little spell work, I sit here, I use those Dollar Tree trays that I was talking about, those, um, they're like chargers or things like that. I use those and I'll just sit down here and I'll do workings that way. By the way, that's an easel if you're wondering, and I don't have cord management. That's an easel. That was also a gift to me. I used it before and I can't figure out how to put it together again. And my kids put it, it was like Christmas time, they put it away for me and I can't remember how to use it. Maybe that's why I'm not painting anymore. But anyway, yeah, this is my area. So you know what? I did this video to show you that depending on what, this is just a spare bedroom, you can make your space magical. You can work it however you want. You don't have to have this big grand room to make magic. And I used to really think that. I used to think, oh my gosh, I need, like I said, the room with the fireplace and all this other stuff going on. And come to find out, I didn't need any of those things. This is what genuinely makes me happy. Having organization and some bookshelves, having a working altar, having a space where I get to, a sacred space that I could do my magic, which I could do it anywhere in my home. But I love doing it in this space, and it just makes me so happy because the me of the time before who was getting into witchcraft really thought I wanted that. And I'm so happy that my practice evolved over time, and eventually my money evolved over time. And I was able to sort of set up in a way that actually makes more sense than if I had done it the other way, because that just would have been, I would have appreciated it, but it wasn't really me. This is really me. I like colors, like varying interests, and I wanted it to be in my room. And I love crafts, and I love witchcraft, and I love cottage witchery, and I love all those sort of things. And I wanted a space, and I build my space to include that. All right, so thank you so much. Please like the video if you've enjoyed it. Also, not to make you dizzy, also go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. I greatly appreciate it. And leave a comment. Let me know, do you have a dedicated space for practicing magic? Do you have a dedicated room in your home that you can practice magic? Let me know in the comments. All right, thanks. Bye.